So I picked up the one lady. I had to go pick up somebody else, so I picked them up. According to the Uber app, the second person I had to pick up, I had to take them to their destination first. So that's what I do. The lady that got in first sees this, and she's pissed off. So as I'm dropping the guy off, he's getting out of the car. She's throwing a fit. She's cursing. She's doing the whole 9 yards. She decides to get out the car. So I was gonna let her go. Now mind you, this is only like a $9 ride, so it wasn't that deep, for me to really stop her. But when she got out the car and I was watching her movements, I could tell this lady was lost. I said, okay, she doesn't really know where she's at. She's not from around here. So let me offer her a helping hand. So I rolled the window down. I said, Miss, like you're lost. If you want to, the meter is still running. You can get back in the car. I can take you to your destination. And at first she says, no, I'm good. I'm good. The way you acting, and the way you doing this and the way you doing that, you just put me in a bad mood. Blah, 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 blah. She curses a little bit more. So I'm great pull off. And I'm just seeing her look around, and I'm not gonna lie, even though she cussed me out and kind of got me feeling some type of way in this moment, I still feel kind of bad for her, So I'm gonna ask her one more time. So I asked her again. She sucks her teeth, but she gets in the car. So she gets in the car. I take her to her destination. Now, it was a good thing that I did this, because where she actually lived, well, I don't know if it's where she lived or where she was going. Maybe her parents lived there. There was no way she was going to be able to tell somebody where she was at, get them to come get her where she was at, if she didn't know, where she was at. Because you could kind of, basically, if she didn't live there. I lived upstate, so I knew exactly where she was at. I knew where she had to go. In the car, that was about a 15-20 minute ride. Walking, that would have probably took her about 4 hours. No exaggeration. So I get to the house. First person comes out the house is her big brother. He comes to the door. Now, I don't know what conversation she was having with who as we was getting to our house, but this guy looked pissed off. Then all of a sudden, all of her siblings come out. It's about 8 of them. And they kind of start surrounding the car. So now I get a little nervous that she's already got the car, but the brother's at the window. So I rolled the window down about a quarter. I didn't want to roll down all the way. I didn't want to necessarily give him, room to hit me or something. I didn't know what type of time this guy was on. So he gets to talking in a language that I don't understand. But it looks aggressive. So I'm thinking like, man, I got to find a way to get out of this. So I look around. I look in the rearview mirror. A couple of her siblings, they in the back of the car. And I ain't gonna lie, it's feeling kind of weird. Her mom comes out. I don't know what her mom said in whatever language they speak, but she told all of them to get away from the car and go in the house. So they do that. So I explained to her mom, what happened. And her big brother comes out again. Her mom explains to her brother what happened. He comes to the window, but this time he looks a little bit more subtle, so I roll the window all the way down this time. He starts talking in English. So I'm like, oh, this guy actually knows English now, huh? But we had a conversation. He was really, really cool. His mom, offered me something to eat. Everything was all right. I ain't gonna lie. For a second there, whew, it looked good for your boy. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'm out.